What's up guys, it's the NJB here, and today I'm coming at you guys with a different kind of video. So I still am going to do the Road to Division 1 video. I just haven't had enough time to make it, but I'm going to do this kind of video. So basically, I'm going to go over some of the confirmed transfers that have happened over the December and January transfer windows, and I'm going to go over a lot of the rumors that are kind of going around. So I'm only going to get the source for like confirmed transfers or like kind of like close or transfer bids, but if they're just rumors, I'm not gonna give like the source. So let's get right into it. So the first transfer is Oscar from Chelsea. So you guys probably already heard about this, but Oscar's made a move to Shanghai. Let me just move this to concept. Oscar's made a move to Shanghai, like SIPG. I don't know really how to say the name, but it's a Chinese club, and it was for 60 million pounds. So that's the first transfer. Another transfer that's happened so far is Julian Draxler. So he made a 36 million euro move from Wolfsburg to Paris Saint-Germain. So I really don't know how the transfer is going to go. I don't think he was playing particularly well this season, and one of the older German players has said he's an inconsistent player, so we're gonna have to wait and see how that transfer plays out. But either way, these are two confirmed transfers that have happened already. So Oscar went to Shanghai, he went to China for 60 million pounds, and Julian Draxler went to PSG from Wolfsburg for 30 million euros. So the next transfer I'm going to talk about is Virgil van Dijk, and Chelsea have put out a 60 million bid for him, reportedly from the Sunday Express, and looks like they're trying to sign him. So that's that. Personally, I think that's a pretty good move for Conte because David Luiz, I guess he has his qualities. It's not like too bad, but he's kind of risky playing in the back because he doesn't play too well in the Premier League, at least in my opinion, and I know most of you guys would probably agree with me, especially if you remember seeing him play before he moved to PSG for the first time. So yeah, and Cahill's just not a great defender in my opinion. He's pretty risky in the back. He does score some goals off corners, I'll admit, but as a defender, you probably want someone who's more experienced. I think Van Dijk kind of fits that criteria. He already plays in the Premier League, and he's already good in the Premier League, so I think that will be a good move for Chelsea. And yeah, I think it will be a good move. So the next transfer rumor that I'm going to talk about is another Dutchman. This time a little further up in England. It's going to be Memphis Depay. So you guys know Depay moved to Man U like last season by Louis van Gaal, and he hasn't had a good time there. He played kind of well in the few games he played last season. He did score some pretty good goals, but he just did not get the play time from Van Gaal. And this year with Mourinho, he hasn't been getting like any play time, or he hasn't really had much of a chance to prove himself. So he did have like a pretty good season in Holland. I don't know the league's name, but he did have a good season before he moved to Man U. He was one of the top scorers, so he played pretty well. So we know he's a pretty good player, but I think if he wants to do well, he should move to another club. And another club that is reportedly willing to move for him is Everton. So it's another Dutch manager there. So hopefully, if he does make the move, I think he can play well, and I think he would do well at Everton because Everton are a pretty good team, but sometimes they do underperform a lot of the time. So I think he would be it would be better for him to move there. And I think it's a pretty good team for him to get experience and still improve as a player. And I'm pretty sure he'll get enough playtime there too, because he is a pretty good player and I don't see why not. So another team that was rumored to be looking forward to him, or looking to get a loan move for him, was AC Milan, and they were rumored to do that like before the transfer window even opened, like many weeks before. So that's a possible transfer that could happen. And this is if he actually does move. I think Mourinho has cleared him to be like moved away from the club or to get signed, so it could happen. But if he doesn't move in January, then he might not get that much playtime for Man U. So that's that. So the next transfer is one that's really, it's not really a transfer, it's kind of like confirmation that it's probably not going to happen. And this is Joe Hart. So it's been quite a while that Liverpool's been kind of keeping an eye on Joe Hart and trying to, or they've been rumored to like try and sign him, but Liverpool have confirmed that they're not going to make a transfer bid for Joe Hart. So just in case like anyone was thinking that it might still happen, Liverpool have confirmed that they will not try and sign him. I think Joe Hart's pretty fine in Torino. I think he's decided that he's going to stay there too. So that's that, and that's reported from the Sky. So the next transfer is another one from Liverpool, and they're trying to sign, or they're kind of interested in Raúl Jiménez, and he plays on Benfica. So he's a Mexican international, pretty young too, but he's been doing pretty well in Benfica, and Liverpool want to sign him, especially because of Sturridge and his consistent injury problems. I think Klopp kind of wants to like strengthen his forwards and attacking, and Jimenez is doing pretty well with Benfica and in the Portuguese league right now. He does have 5 goals in 10 games played, so that's not too bad. It's pretty decent, especially for someone his age. He also did come from Atletico before Benfica, and he did win the Super Cup, I believe, with them. So he's a pretty decent player, and I think he'll do pretty well if he does join Liverpool. So the next transfer is from Man City, and Man City are looking to sign Badstuber. I'm not good at pronouncing German names. So yeah, so I think he's a pretty good defender. He hasn't been playing much from Bayern over the last few years because of injury, and I think that could be a problem for Guardiola and Man City if they do decide to sign him. He has played, he's pretty fit now. He's played like 3 games for Bayern so far, but that's not a lot, obviously. So yep, I think that'll help Man City well, because right now Otamendi, Stones, and some of the other defenders just aren't doing that well. I think Man City have a pretty solid team right now, but the only problem is basically the whole back line and the goalkeeper. So I think Badstuber will help them, especially because he knows like Guardiola's like tiki-taka and possession from Bayern. So I think he would be a pretty good signing and solid, and he's a pretty good defender, and Man City do need to fix their defense. So I think that would be a solid signing. This is just rumor and speculation, so there's no like a transfer offer right now, but I think it's possibly going to happen. So next transfer I'm going to talk about is, let's say, Rodriguez. So it says at PSG right now, but it looks like Liverpool are rumored to be interested in him. There he is. So Liverpool are rumored to be interested in him, and this is from the Independent, Marca, and the Sun. So you can decide for yourself if you feel like those are reliable sources. But he's a pretty good player. He did come from Real Madrid over the summer, but he hasn't been getting a lot of playtime at PSG. So I think that he would want to move, because he's a pretty good player, and someone of his quality does need to play more often. I think Liverpool would be a good club for him because Liverpool are doing well now, and they probably could use maybe just an extra forward. I don't know. I think they're doing pretty well, so we'll have to see how this goes through. This is kind of like just speculation and rumors, so that's that. And the last two transfers are probably the most like unlikely to happen. So the first one is from Diego Costa, and a Chinese club called Tianjin Quanjian. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that name, but either way, they have said to have a £76 million move for Diego Costa. There's no way Diego Costa would move to China, especially at the position Chelsea is in on the league, and there's no way Chelsea would accept that bid. I mean, this is no way that's ever going to happen. And the last transfer we're going to talk about is one from Ronaldo. This one's maybe a little bit old. It did come out last year, but I'm talking about like 2016. Just a New Year's joke. But an unnamed Chinese club said that they wanted to bid around £256 million for Cristiano Ronaldo. So that's a crazy amount. I know Real Madrid could do like super well with that money, but they really don't need it. And there's no way they'll sell the best player in the world, or one of the best players in the world. And there's no way they'll sell their best forward, and there's no way Ronaldo would ever move to China. Because there's just no point. It's just outright ridiculous. But either way, this has been my transfer video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see me do more of these, then just like the video and put it in the comments. And tell me what you guys think about the transfer rumors that I talked about. The transfer window is going to be done in about a month, so I'm probably going to do maybe 1 or 2 more of these, depending on how many new transfers come and how many players are moved and how many big signings happen. So either way, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm working on doing the Road to Division 1, so I think I'm going to have more time to do it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and cheers, mates.
Suffocating me, all this tension in between has got me craving sweet release. So let me go.